This is an options question. We have a US corporation who imported 800 million Japanese yen worth of goods from Japan and has an 800 million Japanese yen payable due in 3 months. The company uses a call option on Japanese yen to hedge this payable. The cost of the option is 2% of 800 million Japanese yen, and the strike price is 95. When the option was purchased, spot rate was Japanese yen 100 per US dollar. Assuming that at the expiration, exchange rate turns out to be 120 Japanese yen, what would be the effective cost of paying 800 million Japanese yen in US dollar terms? You will also assume that the company's cost of capital is 10%. Let's move on to the next slide to see the details. If you look at the top portion of the slide, you will see the basic data: $800 million, 800 million Japanese yen payable, current spot at 100 Japanese yen per US dollar. Strike price of the option is 95 Japanese yen per dollar, and 3 months later, exchange rate turns out to be 120 Japanese yen per US dollar. Now, if you look at the cost of the option at time zero, is 2% of 800 million Japanese yen. It is 160, I'm sorry, 100 and it is 2% of 800 million Japanese yen, which is 16 million Japanese yen. At the spot rate of 100 Japanese yen per dollar, this is $160,000 at time zero. If we account for the time value and calculate the value of the premium as of month three, the time value of the premium would be 164,000 because our cost of capital is 10%. We have only 90 days, one fourth of 10% is 2.5%. So 160 times 1 plus 0.025 is equal to 164,000. So the cost of option as of expiration date is 164,000. So now if we assume that at the expiration, spot rate turns out to be 120 Japanese yen per US dollar. This is better than exercising the option and receiving 95 Japanese yen per US dollar in the call option, right? If we exercise the call option, we will pay $1, get 95 Japanese yen. But in the spot market, we can pay $1 and receive 120 Japanese yen. So if you use the spot market, 800 million Japanese yen will cost us 6,666,667. If we add $164,000 premium at that time, the cost turns out to be 6,830,667. So when the spot turns out to be 120, our effective cost of acquiring 800 million Japanese yen uh, with the sunk cost of 164,000 will be 6,836,67. What would happen if the exchange rate turned out to be 80? If the exchange rate turned out to be 80, at the spot market, we would have to spend 10 million US dollars to get 800 million Japanese yen. Obviously, exercising the option will make more sense. In that case, 800 million divided by 95, it would cost us $8,421,052 to acquire the 800 million Japanese yen. Plus, we are going to include the sunk cost of the premium, which is 164,000. Our net cost is going to be $8,585,052. So obviously, at any price below 95, we will exercise the option, and our cost is going to be fixed at 5 million 585 053, and any at any price above 95 we will use the spot market, but we will incur the premium of 164,000 as cost. Now our cost will be slightly more than the $164,000 more than the spot acquisition cost of the Japanese yen. So this example shows how we could use to hedge a foreign currency payable by using a call option.